Hi, welcome to week 7. Just a few things to go over, just a few plays to go over this week. Before we get started, just want to go over a couple of things as well. Like we did last year, once again this year, once we hit week 11, we will stop looking at film from the week and we will focus on topical videos like we did last year, so that we're not showing crews that are being evaluated for deep playoff runs. So, with that being said, if there is anything you would like to see a video on, a certain rule, a certain mechanic, philosophy, what be it, put it in the comments. We may put a poll out later too. So let us know if there's something you would like us to do a video on. It can even be a topic we did in the past, and we can revisit it. So let us know if there's anything like that. Alright, other than that, we're going to roll right into this week. So here we're going to have a horse collar tackle on the quarterback. It's in the grass, it's in the quarterback. So the ball's in the air. So you really have the option kind of two penalties here. You can go just a regular horse collar tackle. And since we had the ball in the air, you can also tack on roughing the passer on that because it is a foul that is on a passer. So we can attribute this to a roughing the passer. And then you see the ball is intercepted and it is returned all the way. So because we have the horse collar, there's no way that B can keep this. I mean, obviously, I guess if A declined it, which I don't know why they would, but if they did, then B gets to keep the return. But other than that, there is no way that B can keep this ball. So we go back and we look at the foul we have. So, like I said, we can go horse collar tackle, or we can go horse collar tackle roughing the passer. Obviously, you're going to want the roughing the passer if you're the offensive coach, because you get that automatic first down. It doesn't matter in this instance because we're 1st and 10. So either way, we're going to get that first down. But if for instance where you're more than 5 yards behind the stake, you can have the roughing the passer. It gives you the automatic first down. So just one of those weird ones we can kind of look at. You can pretty much kind of go both ways. In this situation, we would go with the roughing the passer, horse collar tackle, roughing the passer, because it is a horse collar tackle on the passer. All right, here's another one that we can attribute to some rules here. Remember, in the past, a couple of years ago, they changed the rule where you have a foul by K, you can tack it on to the succeeding spot. And that's the important thing to remember here. It is a succeeding spot foul. So K is going to be penalized for 5 in the backfield, which, so you got punter back here, you got these 3, and these 2 are clearly off the line of scrimmage. He's probably even off the line of scrimmage. So we do have more than 4 in the backfield. So we got the foul, we saw the official throw it, and now we have a touchback. So the options here are 4K. We can go 5 yards back and re-kick. They can decline it, and we just put the ball on the 20. Or we can tack on 5 yards to the succeeding spot, which would bring this ball out. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 25 for Team R. So those are your options for that. Remember, that was added a couple of years ago. That rule was changed. We now have the 5 yards added. Same thing with the free kick that goes out of bounds. You can tack on 5 yards to where it went out of bounds at. So remember that. If you have, just because it's a touchback does not change the fact that you can still have, that you still tack on the 5 yards there. All right, let's do a couple more punt plays. Weird stuff always happens on punt plays. So we're going to have a punt. We're going to at this, I guess it's a wide angle, kind of a cockeyed wide angle. But this is good so far. So crew of 6. Remember, field judges were coming out on the field a little bit. But if that punt brings you off the field, then obviously we want to come back off the field if we need to. We want to stay wide. This is the opposite of a back judge in a crew of 7. You know, back judge crew of 7, we work inside out. On a punt, field judge crew of 6, you're going to come on the field some, but we are working outside in. So if the kick and all brings you toward the sideline, then we're going to go to the sideline and cover it from there. I still think we're just a little. I do think we are a little too close to this coverage, and I'll talk about being too close to coverage here later. I would want you further back, at least this far back, if not further. Wider angle. When you're close like this, you're just missing a lot. So a little bit wider back. So if you're the side judge now, you are still, you're off the field. You're still kind of back behind the play. Remember, as with any play, we want to keep all the players boxed in. Think of it as if you're in a crew of 6, you have your 4 on the side and your 2 in the middle. Your 2 deeps, you want to keep everything in front of you. And the referee, you want to keep everything in front of you as well. Everything stays boxed in. We don't want anything outside that box. So remember, deeps, we have the spot all the way down to 2. We got the runner all the way down to 2. But we're also still, we're not, laser focused on that runner. We are also still looking at stuff around the runner, and we're looking at everything kind of going on around. Field judge, you would be looking here, looking at this backside pursuit. Side judge, you have no threat around your runner right now. So you're going to be looking at all the blocks in front of the runner. Wing can help you out too. But we should have 2 sets of eyes on this little, I guess you'd call it an envoy, with the runner. Because there's no threat on the runner right now. And we still want to stay back because wider is better. As you can see, I think the side judge, I think we're coming in a little too hot here. Coming in a little too fast. We're getting a little too close. And now we miss a block below the waist right here. Number 2, he's going to go down and get that player right below the waist. Wing could have seen it. He could have helped out on that. But side judge also could have helped. I think we could have had 2 flags on this because I think both are looking at. If you're the side judge, like I said, you're not laser focused on this runner because there's no threat to the runner right now. We're looking at everything around the runner and looking for threats. And you can see number 2 now kind of starting to hone in on this player. And he's going to go down and just get him. We should have had 2 sets of eyes on it. And neither one of them picked up the flags. This is obvious safety foul. Open field blocks below the waist they can be pretty dangerous. So we need to make sure we're getting them. Anytime we have punt plays, reverse mechanic interceptions, where the field is really just kind of opened up and spread out, we want to keep our eyes peeled for blocking below the waist. Another punt play. So this one actually resulted in injury. The player was injured on this one. But we're going to see there's really no foul to call on this. So we're going to look here, coming in right on the screen. So let's remember the requirements for an illegal blindside block. In order to execute a legal blindside block, the defender can't have seen you coming, can't be forceful contact, and you have to use open hands. So if the defender doesn't see you coming, you can have forceful contact as long as it is initiated with open hands. Remember, we talked about this in previous videos, but this year and years past, a lot of times you'll see them initiate the contact with a shoulder and then kind of throw their arms out. And it can't be like that. It has to be initiated with open hands. And we're going to see that here. It looks like the initiation is with open hands, and he just gives them a good hard shove. And that's perfectly legal. We can give them a good hard shove. Now, yeah, you can argue that it's still dangerous. I'm right there with you on that. But in the context of the rules in which we have to adjudicate all of this, it is perfectly legal. Initiate open hands. You can be as forceful as you want. That's the rules we have to govern by right now. So, he big open hands, shoves them, and knocks them into another player. There's nothing illegal right now. As long as that is open hands, there is nothing illegal. Now you have another one right here as this block is developing. Now, again, let's look at the criteria for a blindside block. Defender can't see it coming, forceful contact, initiate with open hands. So you don't have the open hands on this one. Defender doesn't see it coming. So now you just have to ask yourself, is that forceful contact? My judgment, it is not. You may have different judgment than me, but in my judgment, this is not forceful contact. Not saying he has to hit him down to the ground, but down to the ground is a pretty good indicator of forceful contact. And we don't have that here. In fact, he kind of catches him after he initiates the block. So, and then they just kind of run into each other. So this is just kind of a lot of mess, but nothing really illegal. Now, you could argue that we do have, blocking the back right here as we come into focus. I don't know. It's hard to tell right there. It looks like he was already diving forward, and then he made the tackle anyway. So we go back to what we talked about a couple of weeks ago, with blocks in the back. If it is not a safety foul, and if it doesn't take that player out of position to make the play, then we would pass on it. It's not a safety foul. If anything, like I said, he's still kind of diving. There's marginal contact, if of that, and he makes the tackle, so it doesn't take him out of the play. So again, it just looks bad, but there's nothing, like I said, there's nothing illegal going on in this play. And here on this, you see it really good. He comes in with the open hands. I mean, he's got his hands out. He's not quite like, Frankenstein's monster, but you can see the initiation comes with the open hands. And he just happens to take his own player out. I hate it for him, but there's nothing really illegal there. Sometimes plays are ugly and they're just nothing. They're just ugly. All right, on this one, so we're gonna have an eligible downfield player, number 57. Nope, the guy beside that 57. Well, he's not ineligible downfield. But he catches the ball. That's what we're having here. My bad. Scratch all that. Not ineligible downfield, but do have legal touching because he's not an eligible receiver. Number 68. He's covered up twice. He's on, so he's covered up twice. He's not eligible downfield because he's right at the line of scrimmage, but he does catch the ball. So this is illegal touching. 5 yards, lost it down. Now, it does look like, I don't know for sure that it happened. It does look like the official blew the whistle here. I don't know if he did. It could just be that this lineman's like, wait, I wasn't supposed to catch this, and he stopped on his own. But it does look like the whistle was blown. Remember, this foul does not kill the play. It is a live ball foul. We're going to let this go. Because he could fumble this, and then B pick it up, and then B doesn't want the illegal touching penalty. A lot of stuff can happen in this. So, we will just let this go. But it is illegal touching. Even though he's not eligibly downfield, he's an eligible receiver. He catches the ball. This 5 yard penalty, lost it down. So this will put you at, 4th and 5, no 4th and 10. So just remember that. And again, like I said, I don't know that the play was killed. Kind of looks like it was. So we just want to make sure that that's a live ball foul. We're not going to kill it. All right, that's it for this week. Just a few plays to look at, but hopefully you got some good information out. Remember, let us know if there's any topic videos you want to see weeks 11 going forward. All right, that's it. Good luck this week and stay safe. And remember to comment, like us. If you don't like the video, other button works too.